This prayer, which is being offered during this time of extreme difficulty and pain, is a real request for divine intervention to assist in putting things back on track. This prayer is being offered during this time. It is at this precise point in time that this particular prayer is being said. This is an expression of faith in Jesus as the Good Shepherd, who is the source of strength and solace for individuals who are going through times in their life that are marked by fear, weakness, and pain. The manifestation of this faith takes place in the midst of times of despair, weakness, and pain. The person who is speaking makes a true confession of their helplessness to do anything and prays for God's knowledge, tranquility, and grace in order to prevail over the obstacles that they are currently encountering. This is done with the intention of assisting them in their efforts to triumph over the challenges that they are now facing in their lives. In addition to a profound dependence on the promise that God will never abandon or forsake them, there is an unshakable faith in God's capacity to deliver them from the hardships that they are currently facing. It is abundantly obvious that this dependency is there throughout the entirety of the prayer. The prayer places an emphasis on the significance of practicing forgiveness for those who have caused harm to others. This is done with the intention of letting go of any hatred that may be harbored toward those who have caused harm and the objective of showing grace to those who have caused harm. Someone who is speaking makes the decision to continue worshiping God even when they are going through a difficult time emotionally or financially. This decision is made by the person who is speaking. On the other hand, they continue to do it regardless of the conditions. Because they are steadfast in their conviction that nothing can ever separate them from His love, this is the reason why they are in this position. The reason for this is that they have trust that their relationship with God is unaffected by anything that may occur in their day-to-day life. This is the particular reason why this is the case. The prayer strives to have a closer relationship with God in addition to the goal of being rescued from the difficulties that one is experiencing. It is for this reason that the prayer is being offered. When individuals talk about the theology of salvation, they are referring to the concept that God is able to provide people with knowledge, power, and salvation in order to assist them in conquering each and every circumstance that they are confronted with. There are 3 miracles that Jesus accomplished, and each and every one of them is followed by a request for divine involvement in one's own life. This chapter draws from all 3 of those miracles. It is generally agreed that the 3 miracles that Jesus did are the most important ones during His ministry. It is through the performance of miracles, such as these, that He reveals the power that He possesses over the natural world, disease, and the limited availability of resources. 2 of the early miracles that Jesus performed were the feeding of 5,000 people and the healing of those who were sick. Both of these miracles were completed by Jesus. His miracle consisted of His distributing 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish to a big crowd that had gathered around Him in order to give them nutrition. This was done in order to fulfill His mission of providing sustenance. Not only does this miracle serve as a metaphor for His ability to provide abundantly for those who are in need, but it also serves as evidence of His capability to do so. The prayer is a request to Jesus to provide in areas where there is a lack, whether it be in terms of nutritional resources, financial resources, or health resources. As a result, the prayer is a call to Jesus to provide. Another explanation is that the prayer is begging Jesus to give, and this is another reason for why this is the case. In the course of his 38 years of disability, there was a man who had been unable to walk for the entirety of his life. There was a man who had been blind once upon a time, the story goes. During the time that he was in the process of recovering from his sickness, Bethesda was present to observe his journey toward recovery. The remarkable occurrence that has taken place here is the 2nd time in a row that it has occurred. Because of the conditions that he was in, Jesus gave him the direction to walk, which led to his recovery occurring almost immediately after the instruction was given to him. He was able to recover as a result of this instruction. The prayer begs for healing not only for bodily ailments, but also for any personal, financial, or familial difficulties that may be present. This highlights the role that Jesus plays as a supernatural healer because the prayer asks for healing for all of these possible issues. To put it another way, the prayer is a request for peace and healing for all of these issues. It is said that Jesus walked on water when a storm was raging, which is a demonstration of His dominion over the elements of nature. The 3rd miracle that is credited to Jesus is the one that happens here. This is the 3rd miracle that has just taken place. According to the narrative, this occurrence took place in the midst of the storm that was occurring at the time. The purpose of this prayer is to offer a plea to Jesus to bring calm and direction during times of turbulence, with the thought that His presence will make it possible to find peace and resolution within the framework of the event. In the prayer that follows, the storm is a metaphor for the challenges that one meets in life, and the prayer petitions Jesus to bring these challenges into the light. It is a manifestation of the believer's confidence in the miraculous capacity of Jesus to intervene in the problems that they face on a daily basis and to guide them to a place where they can find peace, healing, and supply that the prayers that are being offered are a manifestation of. It is through the demonstration of their faith that the believers proclaim their belief in the extraordinary power that Jesus wields. This final prayer acknowledges the incredible control that Jesus wields over all that has ever been created, and it is during this prayer that a heartfelt profession of confidence and trust in Jesus is made. From the beginning of time till the present day, Jesus has performed miracles that are recorded in the Bible. The authority that Jesus holds is demonstrated by the miracles that he performed through his ministry. The miraculous happenings that have taken place are all attributed to Jesus personally. Our hearts are filled to the brim with gratitude for him because of his capacity to control the seas, supply food for the masses, heal those who are ailing, and walk on water, which is a defiance of the natural laws that govern the universe. There is a direct correlation between the gratitude that we feel toward him and the fact that we are in awe of the possibilities that he possesses. The difficulties that the speaker had been facing in the past, which had been overwhelming at the time, now look to be quite insignificant in comparison to the miraculous power that Jesus wields. The speaker has presented an account of these deeds, according to which the speaker has characterized them. This is the reason why this is the case. Within the framework of the prayer, the focus is placed on entire dependence on Jesus, with the assurance that with him by their side, they will be able to triumph over any and all challenges that they face. This is also the context in which the prayer is offered. It is not only full of praise, which brings glory to the name of God, but it also conveys an unwavering hope that God will intervene and bring about peace, resolution, and victory, since it is full of praise. Additionally, this is a demonstration of the fact that it is replete with compliments. To put it another way, is a declaration of faith that is unwavering and unwaveringly complete. Thanks for watching, and subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon.